Times life feels so far away, echoing past. I hear the walls reverberate around, and my cries seem to come right back. I try to say what's on my mind, but I don't think it seems to reach the outside. No, I just hear my own words and song coming back to me, coming back to me. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. As loud, but as if my ears, it just comes back around. I try to get real loud, but my ears, they're pierced with my own reverberating tones. And it feels like I'm all alone. Those tones bounce back and I'm all alone. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Open Creation Session. I'm your creative facilitator, Chris Bargeron. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Munsta, the man himself. And got distracted. Something was still going. So we're doing something a little different tonight. We're always doing something a little different each night of the Open Creation Session because it's creative. It wouldn't be creative if it didn't change it up, if it wasn't something new all the time. But speaking of something new, check this out. Ah! All my hair's gone. How about that for a change? It actually feels pretty good. I'm digging it. I'm all about extremes, one extreme to the other. So if you're here, welcome. If you're on Twitch or you're on YouTube, say hey in the chat. Let me know you're here. And as I shake my G Fuel, get the energy for what we're about to do. Because, yeah, we're going to do something a little different tonight. I've been in the process of making a guided meditation. I haven't really gotten that far in it. And so tonight, what we're going to do is essentially I'm going to do, yeah, thank you, Munsta. Yeah, man. It's fresh looking, isn't it? Woo. Thank you. But yeah, we're going to do a guided meditation. We're going to create a guided meditation tonight. And we'll see how relaxing it can be. But it's not going to be boring and relaxing the whole time, because it's not how you might think it looks like, at least what I'm doing, how I'm making it. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's go into Cubase here. So I'm a sound healer as part of my creative facilitator profession for our company, Creative Transformations. Actually, we just had I just did a sound journey just the other night. It went great at Holistic Health and Wellness in Marietta. And also, if anyone's interested, my wife and I are doing an event this Friday. So if you live in the Northern Atlanta area, go to our website, creativetransformationsllc.com. You can get information on how to register for our self-discovery workshop, which I'll be providing sound for at. But as you can see, so for sound bats and for these sound healing guided meditations, it's a lot of natural instruments, and it's mostly crystal bowls and Himalayan bowls and the sort of things that they can be kind of quiet, and it could be kind of challenging to capture it on a single mic effectively to really give that intimate listening experience for a meditation at home. So that's what all the colors you see on your screen is. Essentially what I did to create a base for what I'm doing is I went and took a mic and recorded each instrument individually. So, and as you can see, I got them all labeled here and colored. So you got the large bowl, which is, actually, let me break them out. Like, I just did a gig, so everything's still kind of packed up. But because I got basically bowls within bowls here, but this is the large bowl, and then I got a towel with all the smaller bowls kind of arranged in it. But this is what I'm talking about. This is the big one. That's the large bowl, and it sounds like this. Hear that? And what I love about it too, you can see just how long it holds a tone. And it just goes and goes. Yeah, so that's, out of all mine, that's one of my favorites. And then so I got like two sounds of it, and I got this one. That one's a little bit more of a strike. And then so then we've got some of my smaller bowls. Oh, the blue one is a singing bowl, and it's a little bowl like this. I'm gonna let's keep showing you. Actually, I don't I wish I didn't think to unpack all this stuff, man. The singing bowls the crystal bowls are going to be tough to break out, so I won't show those off. But this is the singing bowl, and this I actually bought at Holistic Health and Wellness, so a little shout out to them. So this is a recording I got of that bad boy. You got the single strike. And if you can see, I know with how I have this arranged, you may not be able to necessarily read it, but I have everything labeled. with how it was struck. So like the singing bowl, you've got different mallets, and different mallets come with different sounds. So you got the main strike, and then you got, that's with my one mallet. If you're having trouble hearing it, let me know. I'll turn it up. And then why I called this one the singing bowl is this particular bowl for a Himalayan bulb sings really well. See, she does really well. The Himalayan bowls sometimes they don't get that loud for singing, versus like the crystal bowls, which does get a nice volume like this one here. Let's play you the difference. Pretty soothing, huh? Already putting me to sleep. So, and then I'm just going to go through the different sounds here. We got the small grounding bowl. It's just this little bowl. Heart bowl, named after the chakra the sound's based on. My other favorite, the heart chime. And then my other favorite, these things are awesome. These are the main chimes that I have, and these are actually a set of chimes that were hanging outside my house. And then one day I realized that they would be fantastic to incorporate in these sound baths. They sound so pretty. And then last but not least, the crystal bowls, which I need to get these in a. And I also have them labeled based on their chakras. So you got the root, the throat, and the solar. I don't know why I have Sokral written there. It's solar. There we go. Let's fix that. Kind of hear all different sounds of them. It's funny looking back. I remember these recording a lot louder than this. But they're really not that loud, are they? So I'll have to play with them. So, what's the point of all this, you may be asking? Well, here's the point. So by having individual recordings of each thing, it makes it's while it's not easier in the sense of like I don't have a mic and just like playing them like I normally do. When it comes to sound quality, now I have like these quality sound bits of each instrument. So now essentially I can just copy and paste. That's how I do it. I just copy and paste and arrange. There's different ways it could be done. Like I could create samples and have it like on a keyboard. And what I know of in this program, though, I don't have a way to do like multi sounds. I don't have the kind of keyboard setup where I can have like C note is this one bowl sample, and D note is this one bowl sample. It's almost like you give it at least what I have on this program. It's one sample based, and then the different keys change the tone of it. So, but that said, I don't know. It's not so bad copying and pasting. So down here on this side of it is essentially all of our what are we going to call them? I guess we're going to call them like our bass tracks. And then this is actually a copy of I created a 5-minute in fact, let's do this so we can see the time codes. I created a 5-minute meditation and then I basically copy and pasted this file to kind of rebuild. So I have like the bass, and then I just sort of copy and edit. So the 5-minute thing is actually here still. So give you a little bit of what it sounds like. Oops. Start over. And I think this was before I had recorded the crystal bowls. Yeah, so there's no crystal bowls on this. But just to give you sort of a visual sense of what I'm talking about. So what you're hearing here, everything is, I'll turn it up. Everything is everything. Can you guys hear me? Hey. Okay, wow, I'm still coming through. That's not making sense. So but yeah, so you get what I'm trying to say here, right? So you see all those different audio samples. I've just got them laid out and just kind of in an order as they play, and it creates this when you mix them together. So that's what we're going to work on, because I've already recorded an audio track. This is so different. It's like doing something like this instead of the normal music, because I'm hearing this sound just going. Just like starting to like relax. I'm actually pretty tired, so that's the funny part. So all of this is left over. So basically I am going to copy this and say bye-bye. See ya. But we're going to keep this red line. That red line, if you'll see, is voice. And voice is actually the audio of the guide. It's the guided part of the guided meditation. So, and it is about, it's about 15 minutes long. So we're not going to listen to it. And actually, there may even be, okay, there's an interruption point, but I think it's all, for the most part, a single take. So let's listen to it. Thank you for joining us for this meditation. We'll begin by just getting comfortable. You can do this meditation sitting down in a chair or cross-legged. But the important thing is just to have... Okay. So, right off the bat, let's work on the sound here of this voice, because that's just raw. There's nothing going on there with my voice. So let's give a little noise gate. Let's give a little compression. I don't know if we need a limiter, but we'll throw it on just in case for a little soft clip. Let's see how it sounds just with these basics. Have yourself well supported, back straight. And if you're sitting in a chair, just to have your feet nice and flat on the ground. You can also do this meditation laying down.
And once we're comfortable, just begin by closing our eyes.
Let's zoom in on this sound. Okay, cool.
And then we're going to take a nice, slow breath.
So what I'm looking for right
starting in
now
through our
is as I set this noise gate. So what you're seeing, actually you're not seeing it. There we go. Sorry about that. So what you should be seeing now, there it works. What you're seeing now is this is what's called Vstd Dynamics, and essentially it mixes 3 effects into one little console here. So I got a noise gate on the left, and what a noise gate does is it's a gate to keep noise out. So basically, you can set a volume, and any sound below that volume threshold will be cut out, will not play. And so it's helpful for like background noise that the mic picks up, things like that. But the one little trick, and especially that I have with my setup, because this thing kind of feeds in kind of weak, is I got to make sure I don't have it set too high. The default's like a little too high for it. So I'm looking at the actual visual of the audio there to make sure when I see something, it says something, right? Let's see.
Then we're going to take a nice, slow breath.
And now, okay, right there, too. You hear how it kind of pops in kind of quick?
Then we're going to take a nice...
I heard it at least. So that's where the attack is, this little thing right here. Essentially, I can increase the time before it pops on so that way it's a little smoother. So see if you can hear a difference between this.
Then we're going to take a nice, slow
versus this.
Then we're going to take a nice... Then we're going to take a nice, slow breath and breathing out through our mouth.
Yeah, see, I'm going to put it like 50 milliseconds.
And breathing out through our mouth. Again, breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. One more time, and this time take a nice deep breath in, deep as you can. In.
So smooth sounding.
And hold that breath.
I think the compression sounds good there.
Now just let it all out with a nice exhale.
Oh, yeah, I want to make sure the breath sounds come through. Cool.
Now we'll just return to breathing normally. And as we go in this meditation, we're going to try to just focus on our breath and on the sounds that we're hearing.
Okay, cool. So I dig that. Next, let's play with the equalizing. My favorite. So here is a little spectrum analyzer.
Meditation. We're going to try to just focus on our breath.
So now for this, we want, I feel like we want like a good, like, and actually it looks like I got a decent
sounds like my
read.
voice.
See how it's kind of like even? Just kind of what I want.
At times your mind will wander, and that's okay. It will happen.
A little more bass.
When you notice yourself wandering off in thought, gently bring yourself back, focusing on the sounds.
There we go.
Focusing on your breath.
So what I'm doing is I'm trying to make this as
meditation is
even looking as I can. Let's see here.
And as we go in this meditation, we're going to try to just focus on our breath and on the sounds that we're hearing. Sounds like my voice. But at times, your mind will wander, and that's okay. It will happen. When you notice yourself wandering off in thought, gently bring yourself back. Focus.
Cool. I think that sounds pretty relaxing. What do you think? Wake up, guys. I'm gonna put everyone to sleep with this one in a good way. Sorry, I'm switching to creator mode on my phone. There we go. So I'm going to be able to see the chat room on my phone so I can be full screen here. Okay. All right. So now I'm a little tempted, and this is where I'm kind of on the fence about, is giving it, I don't know if I want to give it some reverb and any other kind of touch. Because I don't want to distract a listener. You know, I don't want it to be too crazy. Okay, I see what you're saying, Munsta. So I don't know much about meditation videos and stuff, but I've always been a fan of more harsher toned one. Like the what the heck's going on here? Yeah, that's a good point, man. I think I see what you're saying. Right, it's like I don't know about like a fan of a more harsher tone one. Like the soft stuff is okay at the start, but then after that, sort of setting up that deeper things. Okay, so you mean like having a soft voice, and then as it goes on, it kind of, I see your point. I think I see your point. And what I'm at is like I don't want it soft. And I don't know how it's going over the stream because thank you for joining us for this meditation. We'll begin by just getting comfortable. And part of it's how I'm speaking. Because, you know, right now I'm talking normal, but when I recorded this, I was like, thank you for coming to this meditation experience. So there's only so much I can do with like how I recorded it. But that said, maybe there's something you're right about in you do this meditation sitting down in a chair or cross-legged. Let's play some presets. Let's see what we got here. The important thing is just to have yourself well supported, back straight. And if you're sitting in a chair, just to have your feet nice and flat on the ground. You can also do this meditation laying down. See, this takes all the bass out. Once we're comfortable, I don't know about this. Just begin by closing our eyes. Then we're going to take a nice, slow breath. Oh, I see what you're saying. I guess you're saying, right? Like, breathing in. I think I see what you're saying. So, and I'll read you out loud. So, because that whole up and down stuff, like stay with me and listen to this and that, I would like to hear that as an opener, but after you get that sort of level, you can be with a more deeper direction. Take a left of that mistake. Pluck a seed off that tree and keep walking. That might be kind of what's going on, because, again, we're just kind of at the beginning. Like, let's go way down. Let's see what we sound like near the middle. And now I want you to imagine yourself finding a comfy place in this safe space to lay down and relax. Relaxing, knowing that here, nothing will bother you. Yeah, I'm kind of limited by how I did it in recording. I kind of see your point. And I didn't write this. Like this, what I recorded was pure inspiration. So it's not something I can like reproduce. I think if we do this again, Munsta, that would be a good direction to take, like in the recording, and like start off softly and then be more sort of present in the tone. And again, because with like where I'm at right now with doing the equalization, or a place that you once felt safe at, you know, it's going to give it that overall tone. But I want to meet you halfway, or I agree with you, because in the sense of like, I think it should have a deep tone. Now, a lot
Maybe what it
of
smelled like.
and again, like you were saying, like, I don't know how many meditations you listen to, because there's some. I mean, there's a mixture, but a lot of them would be more on the lighter side. I think of being kind of high toned and whatnot. I did it almost as if like I was live there, and you kind of want to be soft spoken because again, too, the other thing is like it's almost like you're sleeping. It's like talking to someone in their sleep, So every time you speak, you kind of want to come in gently because something that's real sharp will get you out of it. And it's the same with sound healing when you're playing with the instruments, and you're setting everything up with the tones and building up and building down. You're very mindful of like a misstrike. It's all it takes is like you hit this one bowl, it's like ding, 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 dang, and it just like throws everything off. But I do want the voice to have presence and some bass because I think that sounds cool and it's warming.
The ground there felt beneath your feet.
See, like that
now
versus
with your mind's eye,
I like
put
this
yourself in that safe place.
I like this one actually.
Allow yourself to feel that ease being there brings to you again. You feel the tension in yourself melt away.
Ooh, I kind of like this one. I kind of like the sound of this one.
You feel less anxious.
Let's stick with that for a second. Reverb.
Now I want you to imagine yourself.
I don't know if I want to do reverb.
Place in this safe space. Lay down and relax.
Can you hear that?
Relaxing, knowing that here nothing will bother you.
I don't know why this echo is cracking me up, man.
Nothing can hurt you. Nothing will interrupt you.
Let's go crazy.
Think of a place where you feel truly safe.
Yeah, the reverb's not working for me.
A place that you once felt safe at.
Los Angeles, 2019.
See it in your mind's eye.
Now that's
Think
distracting.
Of a place where you feel truly safe. Or a place that you once.
Because at this level of... Hey, stop it. Because at this level of meditation, you can help build a subconscious strength and foundation. Yeah. Go this way. Oh, sorry. Keep forgetting what mode I have the screen at. You can help build a subconscious strength and foundation. So, like, yeah, I guess, like, you're still talking the sort of idea of, right, instead of being, like, all whispery the whole time, getting stronger in your tone and being more confident. Am I reading you right? And again, like, I think that's great, but kind of like, I don't know how to make it happen in this particular example. So I just want to make sure you like you feel heard. Like I hear you. It's just but it's something that like I can't do in this re-recording phase. But I think meeting you halfway is, or
it is who you are.
Except for the echo. But I think we see eye to eye though in that in a way of I do want the voice to be boomy in the sense of the mix, like a nice bass, a nice sort of like warm sound, versus like a soft high sound, almost that radio voice. All right, so the reverb is not working, by the way. I kind of want it to work, but I can't seem to get it there. Let's do smooth voice room. Last chance. Let's see what this sounds like.
And it is who you are.
Yeah, no reverb. Dropping the reverb. Might just keep it simple like this, but.
And it is who you are.
But I think we can do a little more.
That actually was creating this light.
Let's go crazy. Let's see something really bassy. Reggae bass.
Up and seeing a mirror of yourself above you.
That's way too bassy. Rock bass.
That light on And as that image of you fades,
Yeah, too high.
the light starts to lift off of you and grow dim. Yet the room is still bright, as that light is still shining out from you. Still feel it, warm and loving, throughout your whole body, your mind, and your heart,
Ooh, there we go.
and in your soul.
There we
As
go.
that light is still shining out from you.
Now
Still
we can
feel
also
it,
do something like this.
warm,
Um,
throughout your whole body, your
with the
mind,
compression,
and your heart,
we can up the
and in your
ratio
soul.
like crazy, so it makes everything like really
That
even.
love that completes you, that love that tells you that you are
That's
beautiful in who you are and in what you are doing, and that you are safe being who you are.
So let's see.
Image of you fades. The light starts to lift off of you and grow dim. Yet the room is still bright, as that light is still shining out from you.
Hey, how about telephone? I love this
Feel
sound.
it, warm, loving, throughout your whole body, your mind, and your heart, and in your
Okay.
soul. And as that image of you fades, the light starts to lift off of you and grow dim. Yet
Let's
the
do
room
this.
is still bright, as that light is still shining out from you. Still feel it, warm and loving, throughout your whole body, your mind, and your heart, and in your soul. That love that completes you, that love that tells you that you are beautiful in who you are and in what you are doing, and that you are safe being who you are. And as that image of you fades, the light starts to lift off of you, grow dim. Yet the room is still bright, as that light is still shining out from you. You still feel it, warm, loving.
It's not even coming through.
In your heart, your soul.
Okay, hang on. I floated with settings so much I've totally lost base of everything. Fuck. All right. Let's go back. Let's start over with this. All right, let's see. Default. Take you to 35. I think we up the attack to like something like there. All right. So compression.
And as that image of you fades, the light starts to lift off.
All right, and then equalization. Let's see how this sounds.
Off of you and grow dim. Yet the room is still bright,
Bingo.
as that light is still shining out from you. You still feel it,
There we go.
warm and loving, throughout your whole body, your mind, and your heart,
Oh, and I'm so sorry. You know, I keep forgetting
and in your soul.
to do that, which I know you guys are like, what's going on?
That
It's
love
got these
that
extra
completes you,
windows.
that
and
love
so
that tells you
I'm
that
fiddling with
you
settings
are
you guys can't even see. I'm
beautiful
so
in
sorry.
who you are and in
But now
what
you can
you
see
are
what I'm talking
doing,
about. This audio
and that you are
spectrum.
safe being who you are.
All right. We may fiddle with
And
this more later.
You remember,
but I think that's a good starting point because I need to start adding some soundtracks. So, all right. So we start off. Oh, sorry. Catching up with you, Munster. Oh, okay. I'm not talking about the tone of the voice. I'm talking about the tone of the direction. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. Hang on. I'm like, hang on. I'm gonna come back to you, Munsta. Catch up on all the stuff you just typed. Sorry, I was in the zone there. Let's catch up here. Oh, I agree with the soft-spoken stuff. I guess I'm pulling from the old shaman ways. I'm not so much talking about the tone of the voice, but the direction. That comfy stuff is okay, but I feel like for healing, you have to dive deeper. Allow people in that state to know that even the things they think are mistakes can grow. I don't know what word that is, but yeah, because of this level of meditation, you can help build a subconscious strength and foundation. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about tone of voice. I'm talking about tone of direction. Cool. So yeah, you're spot on. And actually, so that's kind of what's going on with this meditation. So I get because I didn't even explain like what the audio is, like So what it is this is actually based off of a meditation I did for my stepmom. I went and did a house cleansing for her, a sound cleansing at her house. Like she was having a hard time with like negative energy and a lot of stuff kind of has been going on for in that house. It's a long story. So I went in with a bowl and the heart chimes and just room by room, just tried to clear out stuff. It was quite an experience for me because it was the beginning of me sort of experiencing a type of like clairvoyance of like, oh wow, like there is something in this room. And I don't know, and more like energy. And I don't know about like spirits and crap like that. I'm just saying like I could tell like the way the bowl was like changing how it played in like different spots from room to room. It's like, okay, there's some interesting resonance at spots. And as I played and cleared space, it like improved. And then, and then we come back to rooms we worked on and they just felt better. They just felt lighter. So, and then when we were done, I had to do one of like each of us just to clear off whatever we may have absorbed or, and I did one for my aunt because I kind of came to the conclusion, or my stepmom, I came to the conclusion that a lot of that was emanating from her, like her own fear and worry and stress was just vibing off of her. And then, the house is just absorbing that. And then now the house is vibrating with all that fear of hers. And then she works on that, leaves, and it's still just hanging out in the house. And then she comes back in the house and she's just like bathed in that negative energy again. So I got her clear of it. And I did this meditation about feeling safe. And so that's what that's what I recreated here essentially is almost one of this thing of like and it's been so long since I recorded this audio because I recorded this like a month ago. So it leads you, I think, to like seeing, I remember what it was. It basically asks you to put yourself in the earliest memory of somewhere safe you've ever been. Whether it was like a childhood home or like in your mother's arms. It just tells you to put yourself there, to visualize yourself in that safe place. And then from there, it's kind of like, right, like you're saying of like, now that we're here, take this with you. Like I lead the person to realize that place is not like distant, like it's always with you, and so leaving the meditation, you're kind of encouraged to sort of realize it's like your place of strength is always right there and it's going to go with you. I'm trying to like find a clip of it, and it is who you are. Yeah, here we go. So grateful for being alive and being who you are. And it is who you are that actually was creating this light. As you see yourself looking up and seeing a mirror of yourself above you that was shining that light on you.
And as that image of you fades,
Yeah, so it's kind of like a confidence booster. And yeah, so to sort of like, yeah, to build up somebody's strength, because that's the kind of stuff I like, man, especially for myself, is building up my confidence. And so yeah, so it's a sort of like a safety meditation. But here's the fun part. Now let's add some sounds, and this is where it's going to get interesting because I'm going to need to clip this stuff and pull it apart. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to create a new audio file. Am I doing it right? Okay, good. We're going to call this one cut track. And we're basically going to put our audio here. I think that's everything. Boom. Cool. And then that way, starting from this starting point at 5 minutes. So now we can start building everything with different sounds. So what should we start with? I'm always a fan of the large bowl. I love doing that, like everything plays. So let's copy. Go to the 5 minute mark and paste. And let's do that and see how that sounds. Cool. And I got it kind of volumed in so that way it's not like, it's kind of more of like a smooth grow. And then we'll throw in some chimes. What do you think? Say you. This is the one part where it does get kind of tough with having so many tracks. No, hang on, I need the soft one. Need the soft one. If I can just play. Perfect. Soft. Let's do this one. And then this one. Let's see what we have here. Whoops, that is not what I wanted. Dope. Just that guy. Oh, whoops, I see what I did wrong. Okay, let's see how that sounds. Wait a minute. Did you hear that? What the hell is that? How did I get... That's garbage. That's a bunch of manure. There we go. Okay, there we go. Like, I know that's the one I want, but that definitely is a bad take. Let's try that again. This. And let's see how that sounds. Yeah, it does still sound muffled. All right, that one sounds okay. All right, now let's space these out. Thank you for joining us for this meditation. We'll begin by just getting comfortable. You can do this meditation. So right there, and that was one of the first problems I knew we were going to run into, is I got to figure out getting these sounds the proper volume. In fact, you guys it probably sounds... I don't know how the volume is for you all. Like here I can hear it, but they need more presence. So it's time to work on that. So let's start with... I don't think compression's the way to go. Thank you for joining us for this meditation. You see how the voice chimes in? It's so loud. But that's the volume we want. So let's start with let's start here. That's a little stronger. It's like whoa, 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 whoa. Cool. And then Chime. We got Chime 1. Let's see. So yeah, you can just go on each one and just kind of basically just up the equalizer where their tone is. It's like this one right here. Okay, sorry about that. I just wanted to get everything back to a standard mute so I can just listen to the one sound. Because listen to that. I love that. The little like wah wah on that sound. So wild. This thing might be a little extreme.
But the important thing is just to have yourself well supported, back straight.
Hello. Oh.
And if you're sitting in a chair, just to have your. Thank you for joining us, meditation.
All right, let's try this again. So let's see, volume-wise. The corner on the right is what I'm watching. See how heavy the voice chimes in at.
Thank you for joining us for this meditation. We'll begin by just getting comfortable. You can do this meditation sitting down in a chair or cross-legged.
Okay. So that's where sound starts to die. This is where sound starts to die. No, but this is where I need to pick up something as that bowl, as this bad boy starts to kind of drop.
Thank you for joining us for this meditation. We'll begin by just getting comfortable. You can do this meditation sitting down.
All right, so we need the next phase. What's the next phase? Crystal bowl? Yeah, let's start with the bigger one. So we'll do right about here. And then sorry, there we go. What did I say? Sacral? I need to cut this up. Perfect. And this needs a color. We're going to give her blue. Nice and blue. And this needs a color. We'll give you... I guess I'm going to make them all blue. All right, so... now let's have fun with the studio effects here. That's a little better, isn't it? I probably need to re-record the crystal balls, actually, because I learned something about these. So when I did these, I just had one mic on the bowl. And the thing is, let's have some physics. Here's a physics lesson. And really, it's true with all of them. Let me get my let me get the right tool. Okay. Bingo. So you can kind of and by the way, this is a machine-made bowl for reference. So it's got like this single tone. Doesn't really do the wah wah. But here's the point. You'll start to kind of, I don't know if you can hear it. It's not as drastic on these as it is on the crystal bowls. Let me get a crystal bowl out. Let's do the lesson that way. Sorry. I just did a gig the other day, so everything's still packed up. But this is a crystal bowl. It's actually made out of quartz crystal. They're very cool. And the point I was making is even on the Tibetan bowls, on the metal ones, the sound is not, I mean, it's coming out of all sides, but there's like high points where it's really coming strong out of, and it's actually like 4 points. So it's like the audio is coming out like this, and then it's spinning. And you can really tell with the crystal bowls. So that's just like with a single invite. But if I start singing it, these don't hold so well in the hand. Hang on. I don't want to drop it, this bad boy is. Let's see if this works. There we go. So I don't know if you can hear as I'm singing it. It's actually, like I said, there's 4 points, and if you put water in it, you can actually see it from the inside doing it. But to simplify it, let's just say it's 1 point, and it's of the highest vibration, and it's just going around. And so that's what's creating that sort of like sound of it. So hopefully you can hear. I think you can hear what I'm saying. It's like yeah, and that's these 4 spots of the highest vibration just rotating around. So and it is kind of going at that kind of rate. It's like and then the next one's just right behind it. And so what I'm realizing is, so I just put a mic like right there on it. And so you get like a, which it it sounds cool, but I'm realizing I think I might re-record it with 2 mics on it to kind of hopefully minimize. Sorry, putting that back where she's safe. I get so nervous with these crystal bowls. Yeah, so that way that's kind of minimized. Because again, it's so like I said, and if you're looking at this, you can really see how it just like drops and comes back up. So let's see what it sounds like if we throw her there and maybe do a little bit of a build-in. Like this, do like that. All right, let's see what all that sounds like. There we go. But the important thing is just to have yourself. Forgot to mute the cut track. Yeah, too soon. Let's go here. Thank you for joining us for this meditation. We'll begin by just getting comfortable. You can do this meditation sitting down in a chair or cross-legged. What we need is a limiter on this. Let's do this. Thank you for joining us for this meditation. You can do this meditation sitting down. All right, let's try this. It's a little softer. So what I'm doing is I got a little compression on it. I don't want to compress it too much though, because it makes everything sounds even, and there's sounds of me rubbing the bowl, and I don't want to bring that sound up. But I want to try and get this kind of up. But so that's what the limiter's for, is hopefully that when it starts to kind of get to a certain high point, I'm cutting her off. So I can be like, yo man, don't go above like -5. And then I'm gonna take you back up. So now she should be audible, but no longer overwhelming. Just getting comfortable. Just begin by closing your eyes. Do this meditation sitting. All right, let's try it.
Thank you for joining us for this meditation. We'll begin by just getting comfortable. You can do this meditation sitting down in a chair or cross-legged. Down in a chair or cross-legged.
Whoops.
You can do this meditation sitting down in a chair or cross-legged. Meditation sitting down in a chair or cross-legged.
There's a lot of craziness going on there. I know how I feel about this. Kind of wild, right? You know, it's interesting. I just realized, because again, when you're doing these meditations, people are very focused on the sound. So this is where I get to be a really big audiophile. And right here on these chime sounds, you can hear like an audio hiss coming in when they click. See if you can tell. Here, I'll play it. That one's not so bad as the yellow one. Do you hear it? It's like by the time the third one comes, it's noticeable to me at least. Here it comes. Yeah, and you can even see it. So on this bad boy, yeah, that shit right there, man. That shit right here. Perfect. So that's what we got to do on each of these tracks. So it's what, 3? We're basically going and looking for that noise. So this one is kind of there. Okay, at least you can hear it. Some of the noise is coming in the middle range there, but that's all right. Again, we just kind of do the best we can. At least it's somewhat better. So, same here. See if you can see it. See what I'm talking about? It's not much on this one, but you see in that bottom little left corner? So by just doing this little trick, now I'm cutting off that audio. So it's nice and clean. The big problem maker was the one in yellow, which I'm going to do this so you guys understand what I'm talking about. Okay, now you can hear me. So you can hear it even where you still kind of hear it, but now you'll be able to hear it better. So it's on the bottom left. It's where the main little noise comes in. You hear that? As that audio kicks in. So we do what we can, but by turning down that band of audio, we can clean it up. See, it's still there, but it's not as bad. I guess I can turn off. No, I need it on. God, it still does have that sort of audio sound. So I do like this. Man. Oh, the audio file in me.
Well supported. Back straight.
All right, one more listen. So you see, like, we've spent so much time, and we're only like 40 seconds into this thing. But it's worth it because, like, when you have that nice clean sound, so much easier for people to just, like, zone into it. And this starts coming in.
Thank you for joining us for this meditation. We'll begin by just getting comfortable. You can do this meditation sitting down in a chair or cross-legged.
Okay, that's where we're at. A lot of whoop, 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 whoop going on, but I think it sounds cool. Boom, boom. Let's throw this in and see what we got going on here. I think we're about to call it a night.
Thank you for joining us for this meditation. We'll begin by just getting comfortable. You can do this meditation sitting down in a chair or cross-legged. But the important thing is just to have yourself well supported, back straight. And if you're sitting in a chair, just to have your feet nice and flat on the ground.
Sorry, I wanted to add one chime.
We'll begin by just getting comfortable. You can do this meditation.
I want to put it at the point. So there's this little point right about there. That's where I want it to hit. Right there. Okay, let's see how that sounds.
Thank you for joining us for this meditation. We'll begin by just getting comfortable. You can do this meditation sitting down in a chair or cross-legged. But the important thing is just to have yourself well supported, back straight. And if you're sitting in a chair, just to have your feet nice and flat on the ground. You can also do this meditation laying down.
Oh, I just heard it.
Once we're comfortable,
No.
just begin by...
Oh, I heard a keystroke from when I originally recorded it. That's BS. BS.
And if you're sitting in a chair, just to have your feet nice and flat on the ground. You can also...
You hear it? Did you hear it? Son of a bitch.
Flat on the ground.
Shoot. Oh, I wonder. It's so close to the audio too. I don't know if I can oh man, I don't know if I can.
You're sitting in a chair, just to have your feet nice and flat on the ground. You can also do this meditation laying down. Once we're comfortable, just begin by closing our eyes.
Oh wait, I'm not on the right thing. Here we go.
Well supported, back straight.
I see if
and if you're sitting in a chair, just to have your feet nice and flat on the ground. You
You can also do this meditation laying down. Once we're comfortable, just begin by closing our eyes. That's going to eat my lunch. All right. We were about to get out of here, but I got to see if I can get that keystroke out. Have your feet nice and flat on the ground. All right. It's so subtle. Flat on the ground. It's right there. It's right there. Came in. Yeah. Perfect. Boom. Boom. Let's see if it's gone. Flat on the ground. You can also do this. Oh, no. I was wrong. That's not where the keystroke's coming from. I'm wrong. Oh, it's coming from one of the other sounds. Oh, I know. It's got to be coming from this. Now let's listen. Ground. You can also do this. Ha! Oh, it was coming from the end of the grounding bowl. That's what it was. It was this bad boy. Because it goes on and then whatever. That's where the... Woo, that's funny. All right, cool. Well, at least that's on the ground. I'm glad I caught that, though. You can also do this meditation laying down. I was wondering why I had a random keystroke in the middle of talking, so, okay. All right, with that, I think we're done, but I'll do one more listen through of what we got so far. Thank you for joining us for this meditation. We'll begin by just getting comfortable. You can do this meditation sitting down in a chair or cross-legged. But the important thing is just to have yourself well supported, back straight. And if you're sitting in a chair, just to have your feet nice and flat. I know, I'm still going crazy, but I'm going to knock a couple more decibels off of that crystal bowl. See how that sounds. Thank you for joining us for this meditation. We'll begin by just getting comfortable. You can do this meditation sitting down in a chair or cross-legged. But the important thing is just to have yourself well supported, back straight. And if you're sitting in a chair, just to have your feet nice and flat on the ground. You can also do this meditation laying down. Once we're comfortable, just begin by closing our eyes. Okay. Oh. Well, this didn't move as fast as I thought it would, which is cool because I'm explaining a lot and teaching a lot about stuff here. But so an hour and a half, but just so whenever you guys hear like these really good production of things, meditations, guided meditation wise, remember when you saw that one dude spend an hour and a half on essentially just shy of a minute and a half worth of meditation. But that said, I'm also an audiophile, so I've been doing a lot of like tweaking. But I'm happy with how this is sounding now. Thank you for joining us for this meditation. Yeah, I'm happy with this. So, hopefully you all have been happy hanging out. Shout out to Munster, man, because you're always here, always giving the good feedback, man. I'm assuming you're lurking, so want to say thanks, man. I appreciate you hanging around. And for those of you watching on YouTube, those of you that watching the replays later, again, appreciate you coming and checking this out. This is something that I don't know if I'm going to do this every week. This has been a side project of mine that I've been having a hard time making time for it along with everything else. So that's why today I just said, you know what, like, let me do it during my live stream time. Kind of two birds with one stone, because I'm trying to get this done as content for our company, Creative Transformations. And so again, if you guys are interested in what we are and what we do, Creative Transformations, man, sacred space for self-expression within a community devoted to reflection, creativity, and connection. Creative Transformations, LLC.com. The LLC is important because there's many other creative transformation companies, but we are the Georgia one. We're the one that's registered in Georgia, Atlanta, North Atlanta area. We have head there, check out all our services. We do a lot of individual stuff, group stuff. If you're in the Atlanta area, we do group sound healing sessions. We do group self-discovery workshops. We've got one this Friday at 7 o'clock at Green Girl Basics in Roswell. Really cool place too, just to check out. It's a soap making shop. And she's a mutual friend of ours and is letting us use the space for this awesome self-discovery workshop. And it utilizes motion-based experience and meditation to order to connect with your somatic emotions and also with body-based things. It actually comes from a modality that's used for treating trauma, like early childhood trauma. And my wife got certified in this. It's called guided drawing. And we have taken that and incorporated it into a holistic wellness setting. So it can't, and essentially give you kind of a warning that we give everybody there too. Like, my wife is a certified therapist, although for creative transformations and for this workshop, it is not therapy. Most people, average people that do this practice, it's almost like an enhanced meditation form. Like, it's very relieving. It's very sort of uplifting. People walk away from it and they kind of feel like, oh man, yeah, that was nice. I feel better. I feel like I got something out of me. And then certain individuals, it can bring up some stuff for you, and that's where my wife is there to help guide you to the next step. So it's not like, and that's why we call it a self-discovery workshop, because it's interesting what you'll discover about yourself doing it. And if it's something that needs to be looked at deeper, then we have resources to refer you to. But for a lot of people, it's a very soothing, relaxing experience. Everyone that does it, though, definitely learns something more about themselves. It's taught me a lot more about myself. And then it's done in a holistic environment. This Friday's event, I will be providing sound for it. So essentially, you'll be in a sound bath during it. And yeah, check it out. You can find out more about it and register for it at our website, creativetransformationsllc.com. I also offer music coaching, and then I also do individual sound healing sessions. And all those services, the individual services, we can do online. I do music coaching online. I can do sound healing online. Um, even though it's based on headphones, you're still receiving the vibrations. Even though it's only going to your ears, the whole body does receive it. It's kind of like I tell people, it's the difference between like listening to a CD. God, how old do I sound there? It's like listening to Spotify versus going to a concert. You know, you still have a cool experience listening to it on Spotify. It's just even more powerful in person, you know, and such. So, yeah, so check us out. And again, Monday nights, open creation sessions. I do this every Monday night. Come back next week. We'll see what we're going to do. I don't know if we're going to keep working on this. I think I'm going to do it in phases. Next week, we'll probably go back to doing some rock and roll. But yeah, again, I'm Chris Bargeron. Thank you all for coming out. Appreciate you. And I will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye. I'm buying time to get my track up. We'll give you guys some exit music. See ya. Have a good one.